This piece will be completed over the course of 2 individual videos. Part 1 will feature the sculpting and assembly of the head for the Arctic fox. Part 2 will show the making of the body and final assembly of the fox. Our hotshop MC, Walter Lieberman, will narrate and explain key elements of the process for us.
Sarah makes a bubble of white glass. This bubble will eventually become the body of the fox. She's shaping it with a pad of wet newspaper, making sort of the general shape of the body. Now she's using the cork paddles to make a sort of triangular cross section. It'll be flat on the bottom and the top will be round and tapered. Now we're going to flatten the bottom, and Sarah's going to shape the top with the corks. The fire you see is the cork material burning. It always adds a little drama. One of the fun things about being a glass blower is you get to play with fire. Sarah's heating up the top of the bubble. And make that a little extra soft, and her assistant off camera is blowing into the form so it'll be kind of rounded on the top. That part will expand. When we make a glass sculpture like this, we can't go directly for the shape we want. We usually have to do it in steps. We shape it a little, heat it up and soften it again, and go back and shape it a little more.
Yeah, just a skin on a big honey.
I'm going to drill a hole in the back. Later in the process, we'll stick another pipe over that hole. We'll be able to blow it into the form and keep it inflated. We stick on what's called a blow punty. This will act as a support, but it'll also allow us to blow air into that hole that we just created. Sarah gives the punty a little squeeze, makes a little notch, and later on when we want to remove it, we'll break the glass at that notch. Take the tweezers, dip them in water, drip a little water where we want it to break, and just a quick tap and off that'll come. Magic. Now we're going to close up the opening at the end of that bubble. Stretch it out a little bit so we can grab it. So now the form is closed, it's attached to the blow punty, and we can blow air through the little hole that we drilled. So now Sarah's shaping the end that previously was attached to the pipe. We couldn't get to it very well when it was on the first pipe. Now it's exposed and we can heat it and shape it when it's on the second pipe. Once again, we're going to drill another little hole, and this one will be where we attach the tail. So if we blow into the body, the air will go up into the tail and keep the whole form inflated. Sayuri has brought over the tail. attach it. Hot glass sticks to hot glass. Give it a little bend. You can see Sayuri blowing. Keep that inflated. And then we break off the metal pipe. Now we're getting ready to attach the head of the fox. Sayuri in the back has the head of the fox. She's going to heat it up a little extra, and she's going to bring it over to Sarah to attach. Here it comes. Once again, hot glass sticks to hot glass. If you'd like to see the making of the fox's head, you can see that in the part 1 of the Artic Fox video. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to trim off a little glass at the end of the fox's muzzle. There's a little clear glass left off the attachment. We're going to stretch it out and trim it off. Now we're getting ready to attach the fox's Santa hat because it's Christmas. Can't have an Arctic fox without a Santa hat. Once again, the hat was pre-made. It's been sitting in the garage, staying warm, waiting for us to attach it. Here we go. Next, we're going to attach the tassel. Sarah's warming up the top of the hat. Trim a little bit of that off. Heat up the tip. Now we're going to attach the Arctic fox's tassel, little tassel that you always see on the end of a Santa hat. All these little parts were pre-made. They're sitting in the garage. When we're ready to attach them, we take them out, heat them up a little extra, and then stick them on. And now, the fox's Rudolph the reindeer nose. That nose is bright red. Red is a funny glass. When it's kind of medium hot, it looks brown. When it's very hot, it looks orange. When it's just kind of hot, it almost looks black. When that cools down, it'll be reindeer red. Sarah takes a picture. She's proud of her creation. When we make an object like this, it has to be cooled slowly or it'll break. So we're going to take it off the metal rod and place it in an oven called the annealing oven, where it'll be cooled slowly overnight. One of the glass blowers has put on some protective clothing. She's going to catch the fox after we break it off the pipe. Those gloves are made out of Kevlar. Kevlar is a highly insulating, fire-resistant material. When she grabs that fox, it'll be about 1,000 degrees. And into our annealing oven to cool slowly overnight.